Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Wednesday the 31st of the 3rd 2021. The time is just gone 0450 GMT, Asian session coming to a close, European session firing up, our lunchtime North American US session. Right, yesterday then, Tuesday the 30th, we had a positive opposed driver in the dollar at plus 128, front and back door flows mainly coming out of the yen at minus 124, next out to the euro at minus 53, and the pound was the positive rock at plus 49, activity plus or minus 177. Intra-week then becoming more relevant, this is from Monday the 29th, open to about 15 minutes ago. We've got a positive opposed driver in the dollar again at plus 256, front and back door flows mainly coming out of the yen at minus 221, next out to the euro at minus 69, and the pound was the positive rock at plus 34, activity plus or minus 290. So over the week we've been having dollar strength and yen weakness. Intraday then, this is what's happened so far in the Asian session to about 15 minutes ago. We've got a negative unopposed driver in the yen, minus 141, no backdoor flows. The opposing positive flows have mainly been going into the dollar at plus 72, into the euro plus 39, and the pound is the positive rock at plus 30, activity plus or minus 141. Right, what's been going on then to knock it about? Well, yesterday, Tuesday, we had neutral German CPI at 2%. Today, we've also had positive China data yet again. Remember, the China data cycle has been rising since we anticipated, and this is further evidence of that. So we've had non-manufacturing and manufacturing PMIs positive above 50. Right, GDP's out today. Euro CPI, US ADP expected to be quite positive by the looks of it, and the JPY large manufacturing index is out very late on. Thursday then tomorrow, Thursday tomorrow, we've got the Australian trade balance amongst other things. So that's where we are. So let's have a look what's been happening in the wider flows in the asset classes. Our trades have improved marginally. I mean, we're about 1,600 points up at the moment from a peak of 2,900. So about 1,300's come off from the peak. It's the market's locked at the moment. We'll talk about that in a minute. Right, so euro then, euro complex, which is the 7 pairs, is weak except against the yen, which is weaker. The yen is weak across the board. The pound is weak except against the yen and the Swiss. The Swiss is weak except against the yen. The CAD is strong except against the AUD. The AUD is strong across the board. The NZD is strong except against the AUD, the dollar and the CAD, and the dollar is strong except against the CAD and the AUD. Right, so we've got yen weakness across the board. We've got AUD strength across the board. Remember, we're selling the NZD against, we're certainly selling it against the AUD and the CAD. We're also selling it against the euro and the pound, and we're selling or buying the AUD against the dollar. So we're starting to look sensible on the Asian session at the moment. Right, let's get rid of this and look at the other asset classes. Right, so what have we got? We've got US dollar index. And the US dollar index looks basically, it broke the resistance, it came back, it's broken the second resistance, it's right up there. So the dollar's very high at the moment. Gold, you would expect gold not to like that situation, and it doesn't. It's at the double bottom at the moment in our terms. Right, oil came up, it's come back a bit, it's about 0.33 from the high. We've still got OPEC meetings going on, etc. So there's noise in the oil market. Wall Street, basically it broke the high, it came back, and it's at the second high now. Right, so that's where Wall Street is. S&P. S&P, very similar situation there. And the tech, if you remember, never made it. It's operating at about 0.4 from our model floor. Right, US 10-year and the bond. These are bonds then. So US 10-year basically is the price has gone back to the double bottom, which means that the yields are at their extreme highs, recent highs. The bund is operating at about 0.33 from the floor in terms of price. So you can see that again, US yields are outgunning European yields at the moment. Next, we've got copper. Copper, remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumps. Came back to the second pump, went back to base camp, messed about, and it's now at about the 1.5 pump. So it's weakened further than the previous 1.75. US steel then had this, it was sold off at the double top, it went back down more or less to base camp, and it's now broken the top, and it's broken this double top, so it's on the up, US steel. Right, so let's just finish off and make sense of what's going on. Obviously we've got a lot of data. We've got the Easter break coming up, and it's the start of the new quarter tomorrow. So this, in theory, should be the start of the market getting the hang of what we're doing. So we're long AUD dollar, and we're short NZD against the euro, the pound, the CAD, and the AUD. Right, so all roads are pointing towards AUD strength at the moment. Once the OPEC's out of the way, oil should start to go up. The only thing holding oil back is the strong dollar and the OPEC at the moment. The pound, we've got GDP today, and the euro as being used as the knocking currency, really. off the back of the flows. So this is why our trades have come off, and the long AUD has been suffering from this strong dollar. So once things rotate and change, then these trades should start to come into their own. So that we're staying where we are. We're not adding to the positions. We've got a good size position on all the trades now, and that's where we are. So hope that was useful. See you tomorrow for the daily briefing. Thank you.